Hey guys, it's Yo and welcome back to the Yo Gaming Show. And on today's episode, we have Core Keeper. Now, for some of you, you probably already know what Core Keeper is. But for those who don't, it's a little bit of a different game. It's a mismatch of a couple of different ones. Mainly Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley are a big part of it. There's some mining elements like Minecraft in it, but you know what? We're going to get into it and we'll talk more about it. So this series is mainly for me to show you the game. I am by no means an expert, but I have played consistently for 20 hours already in this game, and it hasn't been out for the very long. Me, BS, and Jam have all been playing it and kind of getting into it, and I just kind of give you guys maybe a couple of episodes of, we'll call them the basics. So first off, let's start a new world. And we're going to call this world Yon Gaming Show World. And we'll use the flower. Looks like I can use my other character in here, but we're going to do standard character, and let's try to make them. Oh, those are some kawaii eyes. Yeah, let's go with that. Can we turn them around? Oh, there we go. Let's see what. Give us some. Yep, that's some anime hair if I ever seen it. Hair color. Gonna make it a bright color. There we go. That's a bright color. Eyes will go green. Shirt, we'll pick a different, maybe like a orange or a red. Yeah, red. Pants, purple. Background. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. Essentially, if you play the game long enough, you can boost perks to make yourself anything you want to be. If you want to start off a miner and then switch over to being a fighter, you can. But by picking this, you get +3 to skill, and you get a sword and some food rations. In the other one, you get mining, copper pickaxe. So you start off with different things. So it depends what you want to start off as. Chef, your cooking skill, cooking pot, and some mushrooms. Gardener, gardening skill, copper hoe, and watering can. And a fisherman, that's another one. And then nomad is ordinary person without starting equipment. So yeah, there's explorer as well. Because I play a miner, I'm gonna play a miner in this one. So let's start it up and give you guys an idea of the intro cinematic. This is early access, by the way. Place far away from anywhere else. You are part of a group of explorers making your way through the forest. It looks like a jungle to me, but forest works. Feeling a strange presence. You notice something between the trees. It's Waldo. Waldo, where you been? Drawn to it, you approach the strange relic and raise your hands towards it. Upon touching its surface, a blinding light engulfs you. Bzap. And here we are. All right. Looks like it needs energy. Okay, so first off, we'll go. Tab is your way to get to your inventory. First thing we're going to need is light. So you can make torches yourself. You make a wood pickaxe, a wooden shovel, and a basic workbench. So these roots are the wood in the game. So what I did, and I suggest you do, is make yourself some torches, because as soon as you got a torch, things don't seem so bad. You can break these up, and while you're holding a torch, so it makes it a little easier to see. Get some mushrooms for food, and later on for cooking. Let's just get all this wood out of the way, these roots. You might be able to see a little bit glittering there off in the distance there on the left. That's ore. Now that we've got a decent amount of wood, let's just throw some torches. Ooh, some mushrooms. Throw some torches around the immediate base to see where we're at. Okay. So this is essentially where you start off as. So now that we have some wood, we can build ourselves a basic workbench. And we just place it anywhere we like. I'm going to put a torch beside it because I want to see what I'm doing. You go over it and you press E to interact with it. So here's the 3 different areas. We've got tools. And each time you build a workbench, you get the ability to create that level, or I guess the next level of tool. Because you can build a wooden tool by yourself. Next is a copper pickaxe, shovel, sword, and a hoe. You also can make yourself a small lantern if you get some slimes by killing slimes. And a watering can. What the small lantern does gives you +3 glow. You put it in your offhand. So instead of having a shield, you'd have a lantern, and it essentially gives you a glow around you. Makes it easier to see. We've got a salvage and repair station, copper anvil, a tin workbench, which is the next level up. Give ourselves a chest here. Might as well make one of them while we're in here. And this is more decorative. You can make some walls, floors, a door, a bed for respawning, and some wood bridges. You know, I'm going to make a couple of these just so we have them in case we run into some water. Okay, so now I have a pickaxe because I'm starting off as a miner, so let's go start digging. And this is essentially the game when you start off. You get this beginning area, and see how dark it is? If you had the lantern, it wouldn't be so bad. And this isn't like Minecraft in the way that if you don't light up things, then monsters are like, you know, spawn right on you, and you're gonna be like, oh god, you're not gonna be able to see what you're doing, and it'll get really frustrating. So what do we need to make this lantern? We need slimes and copper bars, and we also need to make a furnace if we want to make copper bars. So we need 20 dirt wall. We have 19, so let's just pick this up. So yeah, as you're breaking the walls, you get the dirt that you're digging. We'll make ourselves a furnace. Just stick it here. The great thing in this game that I appreciate is all your cooking and your smelting and everything requires no fuel. So you can just throw it in there and just leave it, and it'll start cooking away. So, and we're almost out of torches, so we got our wood here. I'm just going to rearrange a couple things here. And well, we'll put those down. So let's just make a few more torches just by left clicking on there. Make ourselves, we'll put the chest right here so we can put any extra things that we don't need to carry. So there, that we went in that direction. There's a little bit there. Let's just, you go along the edge here and see what you can see. This here, these bubbles, means there's a water source right here. So let's dig through here. Oh, looks like we've reached the edge. That's why I built these bridges so that we can work our way here. So these bubbles, if you're fishing, like Jam, he's all about the fishing, and that means that you're more likely to get a better catch, if I remember correctly. These bubbles have like the better quality fish. You can catch a fish anywhere in the water. From what I understand, it's the bubbles also determine how fast, how long you have to wait for something to show up. Oh, there's some more glittering, so we want to head towards that. Just hold on a sec here, guys, and I will light up this cave so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, and sand, it's great digging through sand because it's just one swing and you're through. Now these, oh, we got our first point. So these we can't get because we need something called a drill, and we don't have that yet. Keep lighting up our areas. So I got a point. It said I got a so your skill points are up here. You start off with extra mining because I'm a miner. And see how it's yellow? It means I have a skill point to use. So by doing this, it gives me effective excavation plus 2% to mining damage. And you can see here there's a progression bar. So once you hit, it's like every 5 levels, you'll get a point. So you see, like, starting off, like my crafting's up a bit because I was making a couple things. My running's up a bit. This is for when you kill enemies. This is gardening, fishing, cooking, long range attacks, like slingshots and whatnot, swords, running, and mining damage. So that's all that. Oh, look at that. We see we got something hiding in here. So let's see what we've got in here. So as you can see, this game's kind of, I don't want to call it cute, but it is kind of cute. It's obviously a pixel art game, so right up my alley. It was actually Jam that had mentioned this one to us, because this title apparently sold like an obscene amount of copies in its first 2 weeks, and it's in early access. And for an early access game, it's pretty polished. And the time of this recording, I think I paid $14.50 for it. So it is, in my opinion, a well worth it. So just getting dark now. So what do we got for inventory? We got a few things in our inventory. So actually, since I have one of these bridges right here, I'm gonna do this, and we'll just call this our little loop. There we go. Come back here. More. Oop. Want to do that. Take that out, and let's see what else we can make. See, now we've opened up a couple more things. We got the repair and the cooking. So let's go with the cooking first, because food's important. And so here you can see we've got 2 options. So what you do is you combine 2 ingredients and see what it makes. So we'll just give it a sec here. Looks like we're going to be making some sort of soup. So mushy tulip salad. Not soup, salad. So I get plus 19 food, plus 4 glow for 2 minutes, and this will heal me. So let's just take a, I'll just show you guys what that means. So, because we don't have a lantern, you just see my eyes glowing a little bit. So if we go in the dark here and I eat this, see how it lights me up? It's because the flour I cooked it with is a glow tulip, I think it's called. So that'll give me up here in my status plus 4 glow for 2 minutes, and then 20 seconds of healing, because you do have a hunger and a health bar here, so you got to keep an eye on that. So let's grab this one. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Let's just take a look here and see if we can make anything else. I think we were waiting on some more copper. Looks like it's cooked, whatever it is. We got 7. So what can we make? The salvage table. That's pretty much it for this level. So you go here, and this is essentially if you want to get rid of just anything at all. But what you need to do is you need to have parts, like scrap parts, I think they're called. And I figured out when I was playing that if you make a bunch of wood picks and come here and put them in here and salvage them, you get scrap parts. And that's the only way you can repair your tools and such and your armor. So if I did this and go repair, see, now I've got that, and it used up one of my scrap parts. So that's what we do for the repairing side of it. So we'll just put our stuff in here that we've got. We don't need to carry all of this. And actually, you know what, guys, I'm going to leave this episode here. This is a good stopping point, and in the next episode I will try to move forward a bit and get some more materials and see if we can maybe show you the next part of it. just to recap, the game is essentially a Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, Terraria might be another good bit there, all kind of lumped together. And there's some cool story elements and stuff that come later in the game. But yeah, so that's pretty much Core Keeper's basic gameplay mechanics. So if you guys want to see more, let me know. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. And as always, happy gaming.